Welcome back to the Sport Hall in Prague. We've begun competition with the compulsory dances. Canada's Shae-Lynn Bourne-Victor Kraatz are coming up in a moment. For the third year, World Judge Jean Sepp joins us to provide insight into the intricacies of skating. We welcome Jean back tonight as she explains the Westminster Waltz.
Thank you, Chris. The Westminster Waltz is the first compulsory dance to be performed here in Prague. It made its debut in 1938 when it was first performed in the Westminster Ice Rink in London. It is a stately waltz, requiring a sense of carriage and elegance and majesty when it is performed. The Westminster should be skated with strong, deeply curved edges and a soft flowing knee action. It is important to maintain an upright stance without breaking at the waist in order to emphasize the stately character of the dance. As in all ice dancing, the free legs should match in unison. The upper body should have sufficient lean to provide a lilting feeling typical of a waltz. The skaters should change positions without loss of flow. Using this split screen comparison, look at the difference between the two couples in their poise, softness in their knees, strength of edges, and overall flow to their skating. The couple on the right has more elegance to their movement and a greater lilt and lean typical of waltz expression. As always with ice dancing, the flow and softness of the dance will depend on how absorbing the knees are. This, coupled with an elegant carriage and strongly curved edges, will help to portray the majesty that this dance demands.
Thank you, Jean. The couple on the right in your piece was Shae-Lynn Bourne along with Victor Kraatz. And they certainly had the right stuff at the Canadian Championships in Hamilton last month, the first Canadian dance team in 30 years to win a senior title after being the junior champions the year before. Here they are in their world debut.
Well, it's in the free dance that we're really going to see what Victor and Shae-Lynn are really all about. But from what they said earlier this week, if they had to choose two compulsory dances to do, these are their favorites, and simply because where they excel is in their deep edges and their knee bends. To really make it look very easy with lots of flow, but at the same time show no signs of struggle. And with these two out here today, I'd have to say they look extremely comfortable.
Well, they almost appear to just float across the ice effortlessly. They don't look like they're having to work to garner their speed, and they carry it through the entire dance very nicely.
Unbelievable that Shae-Lynn is only 17 years of old. She really has a sense of maturity well beyond her years.
Well, there's no denying that once you've got that first skate done, you finally feel like there's something out of your system, and that for this team, they'll probably now be able to really relax into the second dance because that one went very well for them.
Look at these deep knee bends here, the edges coming in and out, and the unison of the free legs.
Interesting to see how comfortable they look because there was a lot of nervous energy this week in their practices, and that's understandable. They said they went to the Nationals just to learn and ended up with a ticket to Prague.
Thank you.
Well, he's certainly been one of the most uptight competitors here this week.
Well, at least I spelled my name right up there.
she's pleased that they do know who they are, as they've got their names properly spelt on the board.
Well, they're making a name for themselves, no doubt about that. You could tell a little bit of the nervous energy there. They really didn't take the full bow after their skate, and the judges have a little bit of a range here. 3.5 from the Ukrainian judge, 3.7 from the Russian judge, but a 4.8 seated second by the German judge. So an interesting spread for Shae-Lynn Bourne-Victor Kraatz with coach Eric Gillies in their first compulsory dance at the World Championships.
Oksana Gritschuk,